Hi there guys, it's only me. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a mashup of a couple of things. I actually filmed a day in the life, but I wanted to do a little bit of talking before I headed out, which is why I filmed myself doing my makeup. So it's kind of like a get ready with me, day in the life video and a catch up. Obviously it's been a while since I posted, and the last time I actually filmed a video was back in September last year, so it's almost been a whole year, even though I only uploaded that 6 months ago. So I just basically wanted to go through with you guys what has been going on, why I haven't been posting, etc, etc. My life has been in such a strange state of like uncertainty for, well, exactly a year this month actually. This time last year I lost my job, which I'd been in for just over a year, and I started with a new company, and I'm not going to name any of the companies that I've worked for, but this company that I got my new job with was very, very far away, very expensive to travel to and from, and I hated it. It was office work and I didn't fit in with any of my colleagues, and I really, really wanted to change. So that's when I went on holiday in the last vlog that you seen to Fuerteventura. Now, when I came back home, I got really sick. I had tonsillitis and I was off work for a very long time. I think I was off work for like 4 weeks, including the holiday. So 2 weeks on holiday, 2 weeks sick. And a couple of days after I returned back to work, I actually got fired. And that was that. It was a mixture of relief and financial stress, because, you know, obviously when you lose your job you lose money, so that's that. But I kind of took it as an opportunity to do something that I'd always wanted to do, and this was around November, let me think. Yeah, it was in November that I got let go. So all of the local shops by my house were taking on for Christmas temp staff, and I put my CV in tons and tons of different shops, and eventually a sports shop rang me and said they wanted to take me on, so I was really, really happy. And I worked in this sports shop for about 2 months or 3 months. I think it was like 2 months though, and I really, really enjoyed it. I loved being with the public and like face to face with customers, and it was just a really enjoyable experience. But I didn't get kept on because the manager changed. But that's that. So that brings us up to January this year, where I then started working for a company that I worked for in the past. If you remember, a few moments ago I told you that I got let go from a job I'd been in for over a year. I actually started working for them again. The first company that I worked for went into liquidation, and the second company was like a new one. It was only a very, very temporary thing. I didn't really want to stay there because I didn't feel that the job was very secure. So I did that for a few weeks, and then I saw a job advertisement on Facebook for Domino's, and I thought, you know what, why not? I'm going to go try it. So that was in March, and I loved it. I got the job straight away at my interview, and that's where I've been working ever since. Now, I was so happy there. I made so many new friends, I met so many great people, and it was just a really good experience overall. But I started feeling strange when I was working. For example, one of my shifts, I was serving at the front of the shop, which is what I used to do, and I suddenly felt really, really faint. This was really, really strange for me because I've never actually really fainted before. I fainted once when I was like 14 or 15, but that was it. And I don't know, I just kind of put it to one side that maybe I was too hot, maybe I hadn't ate enough that day or drank enough. But this feeling didn't really pass up. It sort of carried on, and then very subtly it started getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And then one day, it was a Friday, I went to work. I was an hour early, everything was fine. I had some training with one of my friends there, and everything was great. During the training, normally I'd be like interested in what he had to say, and like I'd actually want to participate in it, but like this day I just couldn't be bothered, and that's just not like me. I was finding it really hard to focus on what he was telling me and finding it very difficult to concentrate. And later on in my shift, a couple of hours later when I actually started working on the shop floor, I had this build up in my body of like, well, just that I was going to faint, but there was more to it than that, which I won't tell you. But I basically dropped and hit the floor. I had to be carried into the back, and I didn't return back to work. I had head pains and all kinds of crazy feelings in my body, and it was just a really horrible time. Unfortunately, I have had to give that job up because it's very far from my house and I don't actually feel safe travelling at the moment in case I do faint. There's no way that I can get home, so that brings us up to speed with now. Recently I've started to feel a lot better and I've started venturing out a little bit more, as you can see. This train actually took me to Liverpool city centre, which took around 10 minutes to get there. The train was quite empty. I was meeting my friend James, who I hadn't seen for quite a few months with me being poorly, and we met this amazing street performer, which you'll see next. Take notice of how similar the puppet looks to him when you watch the video.
Zoom into the face, please.
That is the best thing I've ever seen in a forever.
What you guys can't see about that puppet is that he actually had a sign just a little bit below saying that he made the whole thing himself. And like I said in the last clip, did you notice how they sort of matched? That was on purpose. I think that's the coolest street performer I've ever actually seen in Liverpool. We did a little bit of shopping, me and James, and we also went for a walk before we headed over to St George's Hall. On the way over there we were offered some free pancakes, which you'll see in a couple of seconds. We both sort of half devoured them before we had a chance to film them. And then I offered James to take part in the vlog and he said yes. So you will see him very shortly.
Hi, I'm James. Well, this is my beautiful city. I'm not sure whether you have to hold the button.
No.
No? Well, as you can see here. Okay, that's right. Can't see for hole. Never mind. I retract everything. I retract everything. You can't see anything. But there is Queen Square. Can you zoom in? Where's your?
This top on here. Do you want me to give you a little lesson and then you can do it?
Nah, I'll figure it out.
No, but it means me spending more time.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, it spends you a lot of time, but nonetheless. Right, that's Queen Square. That's a bus ass. It's a lovely bus ass. It's sexy. Just look at that ass. That's the 14. Oh, it's only 14. Never mind. That's 21. That's okay.
Go and walk over there and show them the trees and the door. Go and walk.
Okay. That's the door. Hang on, it's taking a while to zoom out. That's a door. That was once used by Titans. That's God without a dick. It's also God without a dick. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? But this is my city, so fuck y'all.
I had to head home shortly after that last clip was filmed. Luckily the train station was only a few minutes walk from where we were anyway, and my train was literally pulling in as I got there. I then went to my local supermarket, I picked up some steak and some orange juice, and I also got some little cakes which you can't see. And then I walked home, cooked up the steak and relaxed all night. Please read the description box for more information about what I was talking about in the beginning of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!